Hey guys, it's Isabel, and today I'm going to be doing the first time tag because why not? Well, I feel like a lot of YouTubers do this, so I don't know exactly like what list of first time to do, but I picked like the main ones that everyone did and some different ones to switch it up a bit. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so when I was young, I would always have the stream, and it was that I was at a mall and I was holding hands with like my mom, my dad, and my brother. And then all of a sudden the clock, there was a big clock in the mall, and the clock would strike midnight, and all of a sudden, like, I don't know, everybody went to panic and everybody was running and screaming and like going all the other way. And then I would always end up getting like lost from my family. And then I don't know if you guys know like Tasmanian Devil, it's a cartoon. But anyways, by the time that I would look around, there would be nobody there. Like the mall was completely empty and it was just little Taz or whatever running, chasing me, and I would be screaming and crying. So yeah, I would have that dream a lot, so maybe that's my first fear. Or bugs. Either one. I don't remember my first kiss that much. I know that I was in 8th grade and it was with my boyfriend, but not the time because, you know, if you thought someone was cute and they thought you were cute, that's it. You didn't even have to really know the person. That's all you have to do is like, oh, you're cute, let's go out. So that's what happened. So that was my first kiss. My first job was, I worked at a dentist office. It's a little different. And I wasn't like an assistant, but I would sterilize all the equipment and I would restock everything, file sometimes and clean sometimes. I think I was 16 when I started that job. But yeah, not a bad gig. My first car is the car I still currently have, and it's a Dodge Neon 2000. And it's not the best of cars. The AC doesn't work. I have to like roll the windows. You have to lock each door individually. The check engine light is always on for some reason. The brakes aren't that good. But you know what? It works, and I don't have the money to buy a new car. So I'm happy with what I have. Not complaining. I have no idea. I remember what it looks like, but I have no idea what like model it was, because this is what happened. I think it was in 5th grade, and everyone got cell phones and I still didn't have one, so I would like beg my mom. She would be like, no, you're too young. And then I don't know how or why, but my brother would have like this little box full of phones. I honestly don't know how he got them. It sounds really sketchy now that I think about it, but it would just like be a bunch of random different types of phones. So when my mom was finally like okay with the thought of me having one, I could just literally pick from that little box of phones which one I wanted. And yeah, it was a flip phone though, that's for sure, because every phone back in the day was a flip phone. It was this hamster named Angel. R.I.P. Okay, so she was an amazing little hamster, but the thing is, like, you could only pet her with one finger because she was so freaking small. And then you would try to hang out with her. Try to hang out, it sounds silly, but you would try to like play with her and stuff like that. And her cheeks would always be huge because hamsters like store their food in their mouth, so whenever they get hungry, they don't have to go to their little box, they can just chew from their cheeks. So she would poop all the time, and I feel so bad for saying this. I mean, I feel so bad for doing this, but one time like I forgot to feed her, and definitely don't remember, but I was pretty young back then, so it was probably something stupid like, oh my gosh, can't believe I finally made one, or something silly like that. First date was in 7th grade with this boy. And my dad thought I was hanging out with my friend, so he dropped me off. And then he went to go like check up on me later. Anyways, it was at this ice cream shop, and it was like the place in middle school and stuff like that in my city. So we went there, and I just remember we were both really nervous. And then I wanted to hold his hands, but he was like, oh yeah, I'm so nervous that my hands are really sweaty. And yeah, so it was something. Honestly, I have no idea what it was. I feel like my parents remember everything that my brother did, but not me, because he's the older one. So it's like, oh my gosh. And then with me, I keep asking them like, oh, what age did I start walking? What was my first word? Nobody knows. These are all like, I'll never get these questions answered. So if you want to know what my first word is, me too, me too. It was probably mom or dad. Actually, it would be like money or buy, but like, yeah. I didn't really buy CDs just because back in the day, I mean, there's like, just because like LimeWire was so popular, shout out if you know what LimeWire is, was so popular that like everybody just downloaded all their music. But I remember I wanted a CD player so bad. Like I thought that was the coolest thing. Even though it was like this big, I was like, wow, I would be the coolest kid on the block if I had a CD player. But it was like 20 bucks or something like that, and back at the time I was like, that's just too much, I can't afford it. Wow. Life is sad when you have no money and you're young and you can't work. Life is really, really thing. Sheesh. But that's pretty much it for my first time tag. Hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. And I want to see you guys answering these questions too. So if you have any of these things that you can relate to or some of your first time, write them down in the comments, or make a first time tag video and put it down below so I can go check it out and anything like that. Let me know if there are any video suggestions that you guys want to do. Usually I don't really do challenges, so probably not like a challenge video, but anything that you guys want me to talk about or skit you want to do, just let me know and I'll do it. Alright, thank you so much for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe down below, and thank you. Bye!